This is a good deal for the United States. North Korea will freeze and then dismantle its nuclear program. South Korea and our other allies will be better protected. The entire world will be safer as we slow the spread of nuclear weapons. South Korea, with support from Japan and other nations, will bear most of the cost of providing North Korea with fuel to make up for the nuclear energy it is losing. And they will pay for an alternative power system for North Korea that will allow them to produce electricity while making it much harder for them to produce nuclear weapons. The United States and international inspectors will carefully monitor North Korea to make sure it keeps its commitments. Only as it does so will North Korea fully join the community of nations.
Not only do you not use personal email to do it, you don't even use your USDOJ.gov. You have a separate, dedicated system to handle classified information. Why?
We have a separate system to handle the security needs.
But my question is why? Why is it important enough to you to not use personal email to conduct public business and to use a separate, more safely guarded system when you do handle classified information?
That is the practice that I've certainly always followed. It
But
allows
it's not
for the
just
protection.
it's not just a personal preference, is
No,
it?
it allows for the protection of the information.
I suspect you have prosecuted reckless homicide cases, haven't you?
In the context of violent crime.
How about involuntary manslaughter?
For the department or personally? Can
No,
you
just
check?
as a prosecutor. There's involuntary manslaughter, there's reckless homicide, there's felony DUI where you really didn't mean to hurt anybody. You really didn't, but you did. And this lack of specific intent is not a defense in any of those cases. So I think the public would like to know how you determined she did not have the intent to break the law and why you are applying a specific intent requirement here when you don't even do it in certain homicide cases.
Well, Congressman, as I've said, I think you've mentioned a number of state cases there. But as I've said, the reason why I am not going into the discussion I had and providing that particular level of information, although the FBI director did choose to do so, is that the information the team provides to me on this or any other case has to be given in a zone of confidentiality.
We have cut off every pathway for Iran to develop a nuclear weapon. The reason we were able to unify the world community around the most effective sanctions regime we've ever set up, a sanction regime that crippled the Iranian economy and ultimately brought them to the table, was because the world agreed with us that it would be a great danger to the region, to our allies, to the world, if Iran possessed a nuclear weapon. We did not have that kind of global consensus around the notion that Iran can't enjoy any nuclear power whatsoever. And as a member of the Non-Proliferation Treaty, the NPT, their argument was we're entitled to have a peaceful nuclear program. Given your past behavior, given our strong suspicion and evidence that you made attempts to weaponize your nuclear program, given the destabilizing activities that you've engaged in the region and support for terrorism, it's not enough for us to trust when you say that you are only creating a peaceful nuclear program. You have to prove it to us. And so this whole system that we've built is not based on trust, it's based on a verifiable mechanism whereby every pathway that they have is shut off. The pathway of enriched uranium, they have to remove 98% of the enriched uranium they have. They have to remove the overwhelming majority of their cascades. And for 10 years, they are under the most severe constraints. And then beyond that, they still have to sign up to an additional protocol that ensures we have the most intrusive inspection regime that's ever been created.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. He has been very threatening beyond a normal statement. And as I said, they will be met with fire, fury, and frankly, power the likes of which this world has never seen before.
Russian collusion. I will not rest until I prove collusion with Russians for political gain.
Hey, you guys do it all the time. Where's the crime? Now Hillary, Bill, Obama, and those Dems, now there's an investigation, right, Chewie?
I will prove that the Trump administration colluded with Russia, have him impeached, and then I will rule the empire known as the United States.
Yeah, if he's impeached, Mike Pence will be president.
Then I will destroy Mike Pence and the whole Republican Party, starting with you. You may have won this battle, but I will be back with emails proving the administration colluded with the Russians, and then I will take over the Ninth Circuit and impinge my evil on the entire world.
At least you have emails. All I have is a bunch of hard drives that have been bleached, bitted, and smashed with a hammer. Come on, Chewie.
What do you know from funny, you